Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Crystal and I'm a reseller over on the Poshmark app along with some other apps. But today I'm going to be talking about Poshmark and PoshFest 2021. So this is my third PoshFest I've attended. First attended Phoenix, and then the last 2 years I attended virtually. So I know I have not put out any content in a while. I normally do all my sourcing online, and I do unboxings and show you where I source my items. I have not sourced anything in 6 months. I have been focusing on just kind of downsizing my closet, but not downsizing the amount of sales that I have been making. I don't really want to get into that on this video, but if you're interested on how I'm still making sales with not as many listings, I'd be happy to make a video about that, even though it's not my normal content. I have talked about it a little bit on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, find me over there at the Brick Wall Shop. Feel free to DM me and I will tell you what I do, help you with your closet, whatever help you might need. Anyway, let's get into PoshFest. So they talked about, first was talked about building relationships. You know, the whole point of going to PoshFest is meeting other Poshers, building relationships with them. And obviously, we've had to do it virtually for the last 2 years because of the pandemic, which I'm pretty sure we are all tired of. I know I am. So build relationships with obviously other Poshers. You also want to build relationships with maybe a cobbler, a tailor to help you fix your items if you're not able to fix them. They can really help you with your business and restoring things. Talk to your neighbors. Maybe your neighbors have stuff they want to get rid of. You can source from them. Either do it by consignment. Maybe they'll just give you items. Talk to resale shops. Maybe they have stuff that they haven't gone through. They have tons and tons of stuff because people have been bringing stuff in since they've been cleaning out their closets, and they have too much stuff. They might be able to sell you stuff at a discount. They'll sell you a whole box, or you know, they might call you when they have something on sale. Also talk to people that are trying to sell their items in consignment shops. So you go to Plato's Closet maybe to source. You go into Plato's Closet, you see somebody that took their stuff to Plato's Closet. They took like 2 items and they have a whole trash bag full of items that they really want to get rid of, but they want a little bit of cash for it. So you could see what they have, and maybe they're items you're interested in, and you could just buy them from them right there on the spot. So next, Manish talked about the state of Poshmark. He is, the last year and a half, is being adaptable and flexible. They have been around for almost 10 years. It will be 10 years later this year. They talked about how their fee structure is inclusive. It's, you know, no hassle. You know, it's 20%, unlike, say, eBay, which I have never figured out their fee structure. Mercari used to be easy, a simple 10%, but then they've added that other fee, and it's not as easy. Anyway, they talked about constant innovation. They're constantly trying to make things better. They are working on search engines and how powerful search engines can be, which at the end of the video, we'll talk about how to get your items to show up on Google and how listing your items are important, or the way you list them is important. Also, in their fee structure is free advertising, support. They take care of you if there's a return, that kind of thing. Then the Posh shipping label, I know lots of people complain about it. I don't think that is changing anytime soon. It is going to stay at the same rate. But they did point out that if you're not aware, the Postal Service is raising the rates for the holiday season, but Poshmark will not be raising their rate. Also, they give you logistics support, and there's more data about sales coming, which they also announced, and I will get into that in this video. I have lots of notes. I took tons of notes. I attended almost all the sessions that I felt would be good for myself and also good for my audience. So, some things I did not attend, I didn't attend any of the Canadian stuff because I'm not in Canada. So anyway, Tracy's son is one of the co-founders along with Manish, and she now has a new title with Poshmark, and she is working solely on the seller experience. So how to make selling better for sellers. And let me tell you, I love the new tools that they announced during the hackathon, which I'll get to. They will change your business, or at least make things more time efficient for you, which they're working on saving time. So they have new features that are coming out. Some are already out. Like, they have My Shopper, which you can connect. This is part of this. I'll get more into it when I get to the hackathon part. But they talked about connecting with new shoppers, previous shoppers. They're supplying closet insights, so analytics. You can now direct, or you can't yet, but soon, you'll be able to direct message your buyers instead of in a bundle or on the listing. And they're also going to have new levels of Posh ambassadors. So a lot of people complain that it's really easy once you get there to become an ambassador, but some of us are bigger sellers, and they're going to now have a gold badge, but they have not released how you can obtain that gold badge. Details are coming. All right, so the first breakout session I attended was Sourcing 101. So I source online. There's some talk here about thrifting also. So if you're at the thrift stores, thrifting for clothes, you want to make sure you learn the feel of fabrics. You want to know if something's cashmere or silk or cotton. It's important to know how those things feel, because you can kind of just go through and you might feel something, without even looking at the brand and be like, oh, that's cashmere. Probably want to pick that up. Anyway, they talked about before you go to the thrift store, to research your own closet. What has been selling for you a lot? Are you selling a lot of boots? Are you selling a lot of jeans? What are you low in? Are you really low in jeans? Are you low in sweaters? What do you need to replenish in your closet? And then you also, as far as you want to check what's in style, which I will talk more about how to find out what's in style at the end when I talk about Google. So you want to check bloggers, you want to check magazines, newsletters, sign up for those kind of things. See what are people looking for? What are they buying? What are they wearing? You want to know what's in style, because what's in style is what sells. Then they talked about palettes. So I myself have never bought an actual palette. I like to stick with more like lots, where I get 100 items versus 1,000 items. I have a bedroom that I work out of, and to bring a whole palette into this room, one, it's on the second floor of my house, and I'm pretty sure my husband would kill me if a truck showed up with a pallet at this house. Anyway, I don't do pallets, but if you have not sourced from a liquidation place before or any liquidation before, start with smaller lots to kind of see what works for you, what companies you like, before you jump in to buy a pallet, because pallets are very expensive. They can cost thousands of dollars, and you really should not make that kind of investment unless you're willing to lose it. Do not invest in anything as far as liquidations that you're not willing to lose. So start with something small. I have other videos that talk about where I have sourced from, what I recommend. I personally really like bulk. I like via trading. There's a couple others that I have listed, or that I've done videos on that I do like. So research them. Look for videos. Look for other people that have done unboxings. See what they've gotten before you buy from a company. And they said most people buy pallets before they're ever ready. So start small before you jump in. You know, you don't want to start reselling and buy a whole truckload, which, you know, could cost you 50 grand. One place they talked about, they talked about a few places like Fox Liquidation. I've never used them. Jomar, I've heard mixed reviews about them. I personally have not tried them myself. And B&G. I have gotten a B&G box before. I did get it for free to do a video. I did make the amount of money back that box would have cost me, but was I sent a box because I was doing a video that was good? I don't know. So they did say with B&G or Jomar or any of those, to get more specific boxes, like get a coats box or a tops box or a shoe box, those tend to be better. And also one thing I did not know, which if I'm ever in Philly, apparently Jomar has a brick and mortar store that I want to check out. Make sure you have a good inventory system if you're going to buy these, because again, the via trading boxes that I have bought come with 75 items in them. So you get a box and you need to have a way to track those items. Also, check your contract to see what it says. When you get something from a liquidation company, you should immediately go through it and see if there's anything in there that is not like it should be. Is something missing? Did you not get as many as you were supposed to get? All those things. Check the contract. I know some of them say, you know, if it comes with a manifest that they expect it to be 95% correct. And a lot of times you have a limited time, like 3 days, to contact them if there's anything wrong. So make sure you have time. As soon as it gets there, go through it. I know as soon as it would get there, I would open it and look through the box real quick. Make sure I got what I was expecting. I mean, I bought from a company one time and it was supposed to be all clothes, and it came in several boxes, and one box had no clothes in it. And I was like, this is not the box I was supposed to get. And I did get a refund for some of it. Another thing they talked about is, what is your hourly rate? How much do you think you're worth? And if you think you're worth $20 an hour, say, or $30 an hour is what you feel like you should make, and you have some tedious tasks that you think you could pay somebody $12 an hour to do, you should do that. You should hire somebody. But you need to know when you're ready for that. I know for myself, I could probably scale my business up a lot more if I hired someone, but I'm just not ready to do that yet. Also, keep connections alive with people. Connect with people on Instagram. You can connect with people on LinkedIn, wherever. Connect with people. Keep them alive. Check in with them once in a while. Comment on their things. Like their things. Keep the connections alive so that maybe, you can get sourcing tips from them. And talk to them. See what they're up to. What they're doing. So one thing they did talk about is when it comes to sourcing is that used and secondhand items tend to have less saturation in the market. If you get a box of shelf pulls or maybe not returns, but say like shelf pulls, those items, there's tons of them out there, and there's going to be tons of sellers that have the exact same items as you, trying to get rid of them. So sometimes those aren't the best. Sometimes they are. I personally have had great luck buying Target shelf pulls, because Target runs their items for a limited time, and then they pull them out, and people are still looking for those items. And I have bought them, listed them, and I sell them for either the same price that they were originally asked for, sold for in Target. I recently sold a sweatshirt that was sold for $17.99 in Target. I sold it for $20. So you can sell them for just above, at, or slightly below their original retail price. And I have never sold anything at the clearance price. It's always been above the clearance price. I had some salt and pepper shakers that cost $5.99. They were marked down to $3. I had about 20 of them. I got rid of all of them for an average of $10 a piece. Some more, some $1 or so less. So people will pay up for that stuff. I don't know why. Anyway, so again, they talked about talking to secondhand stores, buy inventory that's not out yet, that they don't have yet, they haven't gone through. Another thing they said is make friends with like a closet organizer in your area. A lot of times they get items, they organized someone's closet and they get items for free, that people are like, just take it. I don't want it. And they don't know what to do with it. They aren't necessarily resellers and they have no place for it. The other thing is they said, make friends with your store managers at TJ Maxx, Ross, because often they will tell you when they have new items come in. They'll let you go in the back, check them out. If you talk to them and maybe you find out what their sales goals are and say, hey, if you're close, I'll come in and I'll buy some stuff to get you to your goal. You help them out. They might help you out with, again, looking through the back, and what have you. Tools of success. This was the next one I went to. Tools of Success, a guide to Poshmark's features and tools. So this is more about listings. They talked a lot about style tags. Use the style tags because it will help people find your items. Things like athletic wear, menswear, wedding, workout, those type of things. One person suggested to send your offers to likers late Thursday night or early Friday morning. That way when people wake up Friday morning, they look at their phone, they're like, hey, I got this offer, and today's payday, so I'm gonna buy that item. Let's see. Oh, more about the style tags. Other things, contemporary, Y2K. It makes your items easier to search with less work, which I personally have not used the style tags that much, and I'm going to change that. So yeah, it makes a list of, items that are using that style tags for the shopper to look through, and if you used style tags, they're gonna see those items. Another thing I don't use, and maybe I will occasionally use this, which are videos. To me, taking videos takes more time, and I know, but it does help the buyer see more details. It's also good, if something has a flaw, it's easier to show the flaw in a video. So, if something has like maybe a little snag, and you can like, look, this is how it looks. Here's the snag is like right here. You really can't see it. It's really hard to see when it's being worn. Then buyers are more likely to be like, oh, that I can live with that. Not a big deal. Promotional tools that Poshmark offers, you should definitely use. I know I personally use them. They suggested that you, depending on who was talking, they suggested different things. So, one person suggested doing 10% with the minimum shopping discount right away. Obviously, the other person said Thursday and Friday nights. And then 30%, if you offer somebody 30%, a lot of times that does result in sales, and offer 50% if you really want something gone. So my takeaway from this is, which this is not what I personally do, sort of, but offer 10% right away, and then do 30 to 50% Thursday or Friday night. I personally do closet clear out. I get up early Friday mornings, and I put a whole bunch of items on sale through closet clear out instead of offers, because then Poshmark pays the shipping discount and I don't. So for high value items, if you get an offer that you would like to accept, that you would accept, but maybe you might want a little bit more, send a message to that buyer and be like, hey, I have this item listed for $150. You offered me $100. Maybe we could meet in the middle at $125. And if they respond to you, great. And, if they say, yeah, I can do that, then you can counter right away and send them the counter of $125. If they say no, $100 tops, that's my budget, I can't go any higher, then you can accept that offer. If they don't respond at all, since you didn't counter, you can then still accept their offer, instead of just saying, no, I want $125, I prefer to get $125, and sending them that offer. Which you could really do it more than just on high value items, but they suggested on high value items. Anyway, so you could send them a message in a bundle. They talked about relisting if they using the copy feature at 61 days. I personally relist after 30 days or after I've done closet clear out. If you are Canadian and sell in Canada, they suggested, if you're looking for comps, to toggle over to the US market to look for comps, because they often have more comps. It's been in the US for 10 years versus Canada's at right about 2 years, so they don't have as many sold comps. Another thing they said is to hold off on accepting offers, which I personally do too. Because maybe you get an offer and you already have other people that like it, and since Poshmark now sends a message to people that have liked it that you got an offer, you can hold off on accepting that offer to see if you have someone else that comes in with a higher offer. They also said you don't want to wait too long on accepting their offer because sometimes buyers get nervous, they might cancel, and they thought waiting 5 to 6 hours was a good amount of time. Let's see. Next was reselling with a purpose, your guide to thrifting and secondhand. Again, I don't do a lot of thrifting. I do almost all my sourcing online, so but there is some sourcing online. They talked a lot about sourcing through eBay. I know I'm part of a group. We've talked about sourcing on eBay. I'm looking for brands that you like to sell, and maybe typing in frequently ways that it's misspelled to see if you find like an auction that's going on, because if somebody spelled something, typed something wrong, it's not going to show up as much in a search. I also talked about buying bulk boxes from Goodwill. They often have stuff in the back. You can ask, they have a box. I personally have never done it. It sounds risky, but also sounds like you could probably make a lot of money that way. It was suggested when you do go to thrift stores to go to the intimates department first and look through there, because often the workers there might not know where to put something, and maybe there's a silk dress that they have stuck in the intimates because they think it's a nightgown, and it's not. And other people aren't necessarily looking there. So let's see. Talked about the buy sell trade stores. You could look there. One thing they did talk about is if you ever go and sell at the buy sell trade stores, if you look in the tags, it's often like not the tag like in the back, but maybe like a tag on the side of a shirt. It often has the date of when it was sold in the store. And they recommended taking scissors and cutting that little tag off. I know, like Target, for example, it's pretty, in Old Navy and Gap and what have you, that those tags, often that's the only thing that's on those tags. So if you cut those off and you take it to one of the buy sell trade stores, they can't see the date because they usually like to buy like the last 2 years styles and don't go any further. So if yours is older than that, cut the little tag off, take it in, and you're more likely to get it accepted, especially if it's on trend. The other thing, which I have personally done myself, is look after you get done looking at everything that you possibly want to buy at a thrift store, is go to the dressing room, like you're going to try on the items, and go in there and look up comps. That way, if somebody, you don't have somebody looking over your shoulder, like what are they doing as you're looking on your phone to find comps, and you might say like, thought I was gonna like this, but I'm not paying $5 to sell it for $20. And they talked about pricing. One person likes to price their items all ending at 9. Talked about buying quality items over quantity. If they can do any consigning, which I have done consigning. I've done it privately. I've also done it through Flyp. That they only consign their items for 60 to 90 days and then they send them back. When I've done Flyp, I've done several videos before if you want to go back and check those out. I do 90 days. occasionally I've extended it because somebody asked me to, but really extended it not much longer because sometimes it'll sell, sometimes it doesn't. And really, I want to, if it doesn't sell right away, I want to get rid of it. Let's see. Another thing they talked about, a lot of people talk about BOLO brands to look for. Look for this brand, look for this brand. But really what you should be looking for are BOLO styles. And I'll get back to why that is important again when I talk about the Google stuff. Next, you want to build a community to grow your brand. That was the next breakout session I attended. So I am not on TikTok. I have a TikTok account. I don't know if, and I look at TikTok videos. I honestly don't look at reseller videos on TikTok. I look at funny stuff, mom stuff, husband stuff, pet stuff, those kind of things on TikTok. I don't really look at the reselling stuff. But people spend more time on TikTok watching stuff than they do on YouTube. People like quick things, like this video is not going to be quick. They like, quick, their attention span's not that long. And if you're looking at going to TikTok or really any social media channel, the first few months are the hardest. Once you get your, page built, it's not as much work. You should stick to a niche. Consistency is the key. Like, don't wait 6 months to post a video like me. Hashtag resellers. A reseller has over 1 million views. If you do TikTok, you should make videos every day. I think the person said that in the beginning she made about 20 videos a day. I don't know about you, but I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't have time to make 20 videos a day. I don't care if they're 15 seconds each. I don't have that kind of time. But you should respond to every comment in the beginning. You should check out what's trending. A good thing to look at is TikTok made me buy it. Check out fashion trends. Look for trends that are unique. Like recently there was a Gucci model trend. You can see what fashion is by looking at TikTok videos. Like, see what people are wearing in the videos and source based on what you see there. And don't stop. Don't get discouraged. Be yourself on there. And that is it. So that was day 1. Although the Google was day 2, I went back and watched it later. So day 2, the first thing was the hackathon. I really liked all of these features, and 2 of the features were rolling out the same day that they were announced. I personally have not gotten them. Maybe you have. If you have, leave a comment below and let me know whether or not you've gotten these features yet. I'm hoping maybe this next week they will come. Anyway, the first thing that was announced was bulk upload. And I will go in more detail about each of these features because I did go to a breakout session that talked more about these features. And wow. So with the bulk upload, it's only going to be available to ambassadors. So if you're not an ambassador, you should become one. It's not that hard. And yeah, so it's only available to ambassadors, if I can talk. But you should be able to list more, list faster, save time, and you can only use it on the website. You can't use it on your phone. Next is My Shopper, which is where you can see people that have bought from you before, people that have liked your things, people that have commented, bundled. You'll be able to sort through those. And you can also send messages to them. And that was one item that was supposed to roll out immediately. The bulk upload is coming soon. They didn't really say when. Hopefully sooner than later. Another thing they're going to do is on each listing, they're going to highlight the seller. I'm not really sure what that's going to entail, but it will, maybe you'll have something. I know a lot of people will put a picture or even put like a note at the bottom of each of their listing, about bundling, or, their stuff comes from a smoke-free, pet-free home, different things like that. So that they'll have like a thing that will showcase at the bottom of all your listings. So I'm not exactly sure what that's going to entail, but be on the lookout so you can tweak what it shows on yours. Next is my closet insights. And this is data analytics stuff that people have been asking for, begging for, and that is coming. And that was also supposed to be rolled out. It'll have sales data. You can compare different periods. So you can compare this month to last year this month, see how you did, see how you might do, what months you've sold the most. You can go by based on month, days, weeks, etc. Next was marketing, and how to market yourself, your closet, your social media. We talked about using a color scheme. They recommended offering free shipping on all of your items. Make sure that your photos and all of your listings are consistent. They all look, show the front, the back, the tags, the side, that all your listings are the same. You want to make sure you have bright and clear photos. You want to put as much info as you can in the title. And I'll talk a little bit more about that again in the Google. And in your description, you want to provide all the information that buyers will question about. So the type of fabric you want to put in, any flaws. I know there's controversy on whether you provide measurements or not. I personally try to provide measurements for almost everything. I think it's important. And it eliminates a lot of questions. So put everything you can in there that you think a buyer may ask. They talked about you should teach new buyers how to buy. If you see somebody has liked your items, you look at their profile, you see that they're a new buyer, go introduce yourself, ask them if they have any questions, walk them through the step on how to buy on Poshmark. And, maybe they might not buy that item, but they might come back to your closet and shop your closet. Also said to have some core values and to stick to them. Have items for the whole family, because, a lot of women tend to be the main shoppers. So they're shopping for their kids, say, and then they're like, oh, I like these shoes. I'm going to get something for myself. You have stuff for the whole family. And this is really important, I think. I see some people, no one likes returns. Nobody likes returns. Nobody likes stupid questions sometimes that buyers may ask, or that you might think is stupid, or rude comments sometimes people will make, which if anybody makes a rude comment on my items, I do delete those. But make sure when you're on the app to communicate professionally at all times. So if a buyer opens up a return, make sure you communicate professionally. You know, maybe there was a flaw that you overlooked, you didn't see it. Keep it professional. If you're professional, they may still come and shop your closet. So make sure you keep things professional. Don't take it personally, really. If someone opens up a claim, just state the facts and not your opinion, just to the point. Next is about content creation again. So, an important thing on all platforms, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever social media you're using, is to check the analytics. What do your viewers like? What is your community like? What are they engaging with you on? Make sure you add a little humor to your stuff. People, I mean, when I watch TikTok, again, I like stuff that's funny. Also find hooks that will get your audience attention. Look for themes like educational, how to wear something, keep it simple. You don't need to do a lot of editing. I personally do very little editing on my YouTube videos. I will basically add a title and that is it. I don't like to edit. I just don't. I don't like it. And if I really need to edit something, I give it to my husband because I don't have the patience. But if you do want to edit and you want to make YouTube videos, Adobe Premiere is good for long YouTube videos. I don't have it. I use iMovie or I don't. If you're doing TikTok, they said the TikTok app is perfectly fine for making all of your videos. There are some cheap and free apps that you can use to edit, but TikTok effects are perfectly fine. Again, I don't make TikTok videos, so I really don't know much about that. But they did say to check trending effects and to use those if you're gonna make them. To see what's trending, you're gonna scroll to the search page to see, and then also check trending sounds. And then if you do YouTube, which I don't do this part, but to use the new YouTube video shorts as like a commercial for your channel to get people to come watch your stuff. So people really like thrift hauls, unboxings, and sometimes when you do your thrift hauls or unboxings or whatever, it will drive people to your closet to look and shop, or they might DM you to purchase something. When you make videos like this, talk to people like you're talking to one of your friends, however you would talk to them. People's attention spans are short. They like shorter videos. They probably won't be watching this video if they don't have a long attention span, or maybe you really want all of this information. And post wherever your customers are. Do you sell to a younger crowd? Are they on TikTok? That's where you should be. If that's what you're selling to, you're selling to a little bit older crowd that's on Instagram, go there. So look at your age range. Look at where your customers, what social media they are using, and go there. And make videos that you like. If you really don't like thrift hauls videos or unboxings, if you don't like making those videos, don't do it. Do something that you like. Maybe you feel like you're really good at teaching people how to sell online. Do videos about how to sell. And if you're doing hashtags, use hashtags that have less than 300,000. They've been used less than 300,000 times. Okay, next we're going to go back to the new features and go into detail a little bit about new features that are coming out. And I promise, I think I'm close to done here. I am. So the first they talked about was My Shopper, and it's like a customer management tool. So anybody that's previously liked, bought, or commented, if you go under Seller Tools, is where you'll be able to find it. And you'll see where it will say My Shoppers. So when you pull it up, it may take a while for it to load, is what they said. And you can filter the list. So maybe you just want to offer a discount to all your previous shoppers. Hey, you've shopped with me before, come back and you can have 20% off of a bundle or free shipping, whatever kind of sale you would like to run. And you can send bulk comments in bundles to people. So that would be kind of nice if you go through all your previous buyers. You can just send them all a quick message. So again, back to that, making things more efficient for resellers. You also will see the last time they've interacted with your closet. Did they interact with your closet yesterday? Has it been a year since they've interacted with you? So, maybe you want to target those people that have interacted more recently because they're clearly active. Or maybe you want to interact with older buyers and bring them back in because they haven't bought again. Next is My Closet Insights, which is the data analytics stuff. It will be a dashboard to provide data to manage sales and inventory. There are 4 charts: sales summary, brand insights, so like your average order price by brand. So you'll see like, okay, this brand I really doesn't sell much for me, or this brand sells really high. And there will be order insights, so you'll see how buyers buy from you. So do they buy from you full price? Do they buy because they send you offers? Do they buy from your offers? Or do they buy when you drop the price, etc.? So you'll be able to see what is working best for you. And then you can do more of that. So if you're seeing that the offers to likers really gets you a whole lot of sales, then you'll really want to focus on that. If you find that dropping the price is where you're getting the sales, you'll want to focus on that. And then listing insights. I'll give you some kind of insights to what listings you have. Next is the bulk upload, which is going to be, again, exclusive to just ambassadors. It's going to be on an Excel template. So you'll go onto your computer, you'll get the Excel template from Poshmark, and it will have like each category, and you can just quickly fill out each one. So you have like, okay, I'm going to do all shoes. So I'm going to quickly go women's shoes, women's shoes, women's shoes. And then you put in the sizes and then the titles, the colors, and just instead of, going sell, putting your pictures in, typing out your description, or your title, your description, filling out everything, and hitting that list button, you'll be able to do it all and then import it. I think it will make listing super fast. You will need a SKU number for each item, which if you notice if you use the private information, a lot of people use the SKU numbers for their inventory. I personally don't do a SKU. I have my own inventory system that is set up by the type of item. Like similar items are all grouped together. So women's shirts, sweaters, dresses, they're all grouped, and I'm able to quickly find my items. So that is the new items, or the new from the hackathon. They did talk about they are listening to the seller's needs. They hear us. It's quite clear with the analytics that they're going to start providing that they are listening. And there are, they have 3 pillars of sellers. They have their core sellers, which are the people that probably like myself, probably a lot of people that watch these videos. I do sell on a consistent basis. I'm constantly listing, selling. Those are their core sellers. Then they have the professional sellers. Let me go back. So the core sellers, they know that we need more data, more tools, and more access to our customers. Then next, they have the professional sellers. Those are the people that have thousands of items listed. They have employees. They have warehouses. And they need system integration tools. So they're working on that. And then there's the new resellers, which could be also people that are watching this that are learning how to sell on Poshmark, and they want the feedback coming. Keep sending them feedback. They are listening. They want to make things better, and they have more bulk capabilities coming. If you haven't noticed, there's bulk sharing now. There's bulk offers to likers. There's bulk price drops. So there are more bulk features coming. I'm excited about that because I think I can list a whole lot more in a whole lot less time and make more money. Which, their key is us making more money, because if we make more money, they of course make more money. Next I watched about the path to full-time. I currently am part-time. I do this probably about 10 to 15 hours a week. No, probably not even that much. I spend probably around 10 hours a week. And I do plan next year going full-time when my youngest will start full-time preschool, and I will have more time to list and all of that fun stuff. And so this was, I'm basically going to continue what I'm doing and scale it up. So path to full-time is to do batch work, which in the beginning I did not do. I would steam my item, photograph it, do the whole listing, research the comps, list it, go to the next. But you really should do things in batches. So go through, steam all your items, then go through, photograph all your items, then go through, measure all your items, and then do your listings. So, and with the new bulk feature, it will make it much easier if you do, batch work. You should make a schedule for yourself. You should get up in the morning and get ready like you're going to a regular job. Sometimes that helps you be more productive. I don't always do that. I'm going to be honest. If I'm not going anywhere, I'm going to stay comfy, and that's it. Make sure you don't get distracted. Don't you start looking at stuff on the internet, and next thing you know, 2 hours later, you've been watching YouTube videos for 2 hours. And make sure you have good time management. Now, the last thing, which I probably have the most notes on, was the last thing that I attended, which was Discover with Google. They had things about Google last year. If you watched my video from last year about PoshFest, I also talked about how to get your listings seen on Google, and I have some more tips. So, Poshmark takes their listings and they send it to Google. And that way, when people search for items, they come up on Google. And most items listed on Poshmark are eligible. And Poshmark pays Google for clicks. So if you notice, a lot of times you will see ads, and Google or Poshmark pays for that, but they also pay every time your item is clicked on in Google. Now the ads that Poshmark pays for on Google does not take them to a particular item. It will take them to a particular category. So if somebody Googled Gucci shoes and they'll see a picture of some Gucci shoes on Poshmark, they click on it, it does not take them to that listing. It just takes them to all the Gucci shoes. Let's see. Poshmark does have a team that exclusively works on improving SEO, which is search engine optimization. And then they talked about what people are searching. Now, this is what the current trends are, and they also told us how to find out what current trends are. So when you watch this video a month from after I've made it and trends have changed, this will still be relevant for you. So cozy lounge searches are on the decline. People aren't looking for that stuff. They're more looking for things to be seen in. They're going out with, numbers are going down. People are getting vaccinated, whatever. The numbers, people are wanting to go out. They're tired of being at home. So they're searching for going out and to be seen in type clothes. So currently people are searching for more dresses. They're looking for cocktail dresses, wedding dresses, prom dresses, those types of dresses, because events are coming back. Maxis make up the biggest volume of dress searches. Cutout and corset dresses are the leading silhouette trend. Satin is the highest trend for fabric. Sage green is trending. Workout dresses are trending, and the Haller brand is the most searched as far as workout dresses. Jeans. Skinny jeans are not dead. People are still looking for them, so don't listen to people say skinny jeans are out. I like my skinny jeans, so people still want skinny jeans. But baggy jeans are on the rise. This next part I'm not a fan of, but low rise are rising as far as trends go, and high rise jeans are decreasing. So being a mom, I kind of like the high rise trend, and I don't really want them to go away, because I back in the day wore the low rise jeans where you bent over and your crack was out. So I'm not really a fan of that, and the high rise keeps everything in. Black and white denim are trending. Silhouettes that are trending are bell bottoms, boot cut, flare, and wide leg. And sustainability denim is trending. It's on the rise, and the type of jean that's trending, that's in high demand, are the waterless jeans by Levi, because people want sustainability, which is why people like shopping on Poshmark is they want to contribute to being, to sustainable goods. So now, if you're watching this later and you're like, okay, those trends are out, that's not the case anymore, you can go to Google and type in the search rising retail categories. You may have to scroll a little bit to get to what you're looking for, but you will find there what people are searching for. They will show you, there's a category with clothing. You can see exactly what people are searching for. The other thing you can search for is Google Trends. And again, go through it and you can see what people are searching for. Now, next they talked about is discoverability. How people are searching for your items. So 73% of people are not searching for brand. They are searching for a particular type of item. So they're searching for styles, they're searching for colors, fabrics, and silhouettes. So they're searching for a sage green maxi, cutout maxi dress. They're not searching for a Ted Baker dress. And when you make your title, when you do your description, use everyday keywords. Use exactly what people are searching for in your title. And one thing I don't do, which I'm going to go and add this to my listing, is to add the fabric type to your title. So like people are searching for satin. You want to put satin in your title. The other thing you want to do is make sure if you don't do this, take pictures of the tag. So the tag in the back. Also, if you're selling an item that's new with tag, not only take a picture of the tag, but take a picture of just the barcode. And you want it to be straight on. You don't want it to be slanted. It needs to be just the barcode in the picture and put that in your listing. You can put it at the end because, but it really helps people search your item. So if your listing description or your title isn't great, but you have that barcode, it makes it so that people that are searching even for similar items to your item, it comes up because Google has that barcode already and it gives them all the information they need to know about your item just from that barcode. So now they also talked about seller specific shipping. So when somebody searches something and they go in the shopping, it says how much the shipping is. So as you know, Poshmark's shipping isn't always the cheapest. If you have your shipping discounted, that shows up. But what really shows up the most is if it says free shipping. People want free shipping. They click on free shipping and your item is more likely to show up. Now, you're going to say, okay, I can't, my item's $20. I can't afford to give free shipping when I have it listed for $20. So it was suggested that you build in the shipping to your price. So if you have that item listed for $20, you should up it to $28, and then they're still paying for the shipping, but it's easier for them to find the item. I know I sell on Mercari, and I do free shipping on 99% of my items. Occasionally, no, I take that back. I do free shipping on everything. Because it makes it easier for people to find my things, and it makes it, they're more likely to buy it if it's free shipping, and I just account for that in what I sell it for. So it really does help with the Google results. All right, so they also suggested, maybe you test it on a handful of your items, see if those items start to get a lot of attention because you have free shipping on them. So if you try it or have tried it, leave in the comments what you think, if it works for you. I have not added free shipping. I will send an offer with free shipping. But I do like doing, again, like I said, the closet clear out. Okay, my video cut out, so I'm going to add these two together. So when it looks a little funny, I apologize. Okay, so final thing is image recommendations on to make your listing eligible to be able to search it on Google. Or to be eligible for Google shopping. You want to have a clear, and this is in last year's PoshFest. I talked about this, all of these things. So you want to have a clear picture of the entire item you're selling, and you want to make it very clear what it is you're selling. So if you're selling a shirt, you want that the whole shirt in it, or say a dress, because sometimes people cut stuff out. You want the whole dress in the picture and very clear that it is the dress you're selling. I know lots of people like to do flat lays where they add stuff, you have jeans and maybe some shoes, but it's not clear what you are selling. You want to make it very clear in your photo exactly what you're selling. And you want, again, to accurately display the entire thing, not just part of it. Sometimes I will see, people will have these, jeans that are all folded up. Those look really nice, but people want to see the whole item on your cover photo. And you should use a solid white background. So I don't follow this advice, so yeah, I don't, because my brand is the brick wall, and that's what I use in my listings. And maybe I might go to my cover photo just being a white background, and then everything else I don't know, I haven't really decided. I think I mentioned earlier, my husband is going to start selling, and he wants to sell men's clothes. And I told him, don't use a background like me. Listen to me. Don't follow what I do. Use a white background. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to cover anything, any of the product. You want the whole product showing and not cover any of it up. Don't use any generic images, graphics, illustrations. Do not use stock photos for your cover photo. I know stock photos in general are controversial. If you're going to use them, don't have them as your cover photo. It makes it really hard to search because that photo is already in Google and your item is not going to show up. It's fine if the item in a stock photo looks better, people can see how it's styled. Whatever your reason is for using a stock photo, fine, but don't make it your cover photo. And don't use an image with a border, a watermark. I know people don't want others using their photos, so they'll watermark them. Don't do it. It hurts your SEO. Don't put any cute borders around it. Sometimes I know people will take the brand of whatever it is that they're selling and put it on their photo, at the top or along the side. Don't do that. Just a plain white background with the whole item and nothing else. Nothing on the borders. That's it. They did say, if, sometimes you have like maybe a little plant to the side or whatever, you like to style things like that, that's fine as long as the main focus is your item. And that is all. I know this video is very long. Hopefully you got a lot of use out of it. If you have any questions, you can leave me a comment below. I will be sure to answer them. You could follow me on Instagram at Brick Wall Shop. Shoot me a DM there. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. And if you want to see some places where to source online, I do all my sourcing online, or most of my sourcing online, and I do videos about where I source and what I get. So make sure you hit that follow button, and thanks for watching. Hopefully you made it through the whole thing.